Okay. Well. Time to wait. That's 57. 5808. Here. This is the. Okay. Alright. Look forward to this. This is probably going to be a super long ass VOD. Eventually, when it comes out. Whenever it happens to happen. To come out like a month from now. Now meaning September 3rd. Considering I have a huge backup of VODs from even a month ago, month and a half almost, that I need to get around to going on or doing. Anyway, I should probably be in this just in case. Is it here that I need to go? But yeah, for those on YouTube, this is going to be me not stopping streaming until I finish this. So if I end up starting to sound tired, welcome on back to more Chained Echoes, and welcome to me being absolutely exhausted, potentially, by the end of this, and making really bad mistakes. Because I'm not stopping until I finish this game. Like, come on. At this point, I'm just screwing around here. Like, seriously. At this point, I'm just screwing around here, man. Really. Like, I should have finished this game probably a lot sooner than now, since I'm no longer taking the 100% seriously. Really? Bad breath? That's what he chooses? Repair all. That's literally the only thing he can do. Piercer, take care of the enemy. Okay, so, yeah, as you can probably tell, I sound a lot better. I feel a lot better, too. I have no idea where to go, though. That is my current predicament. Let's try heading down here. See if this entrance over here leads where I need it to. Otherwise, I could have a small problem here. Nope, this isn't where I need to go. Okay. So I want to head up from here. I'm already a tiny bit tired, so this could end either very amazingly or I could be fighting on fumes when I reach the final boss. Regardless, I am going to be doing a hint of speed running around. If I manage to run into the who is it called? The guy who I can talk to and get to upgrade using my Souls of Farnese. Oh, awesome. Okay, I'm here. Alright, this is the correct place. Should be a fight here? Yes. I remembered correctly. Glenn going first means that I do that. The game is a little bit babying in the way that you automatically get your ultra move at the beginning of each boss, which is, yeah, it's very forgiving in that aspect, because Glenn's ability makes it so that bosses and all adjoining enemies just kind of go, okay, we're doing 15% less damage, or I think it's actually 30-ish% less damage. I was never fully paying attention to that, but yeah. Combining that with whatever else, really. And you have quite the combo, right? Because he can use his ultra move. He can use his ultra move, and then immediately after using his ultra move, he still has things he can do, right? Let's see here. I'm presuming this is where I have to go. I could be very wrong. But this is one of my... Oh. That's a boss. Just randomly running into the boss. Okay. His head is very awkwardly shaped. Other than that, I will not say anything about it. It reminds me of a Persona creature. Well... Vaderganger? Vaderganger? I hope I said that correctly. 4 hits. I probably shouldn't wait to test that, but I really do. Dark Spear. Heroic Ode is fine here. Tiger Rush. Finish the combo, get Final Blossom. Attack Stance. Poisoned Odom. Yes. Sorry, I just had to take a moment there. Interruption. Mylings. Okay, are the Mylings weak to? They're weak to Earth. So continue attacking them, because they have their weakness down still. Yeah, continue attacking him, I guess. Interruption. Act twice. Now he applies the act twice. Huh. Ballad of the Earth. I have a feeling I shouldn't be... Falling Dragon. Poison Odom. The little ones... Yep. 4 hits again. Counter HP regen. His defense... His breaks have gone down, so let's do that. It won't be a perfect whatever. Shadow Arts. Out. Shadow Arts. Out. Dragon combo. Rising Dragon. She doesn't have enough, so I'm going to need to use sweets on her. Not with him, though. So Glenn's going to have to be the one to do it. Because Victor needs to use heal all to keep everyone alive. Critical on himself, that's fine. Sweets on Micah. Micah will now be able to use her Final Blossom. Which hopefully takes out the Mylings. Okay, I took out one of them at least. That's good. We can Dark Scythe here. Alright, and that was the boss. Starting off sharp and not very difficult, I have to say. But, I mean, yeah. I'm a bit in rush mode, and when I get into rush mode, Oh, game just froze for a second. That was one of those red-eyed beasts, wasn't it? Yes, they feel different from the rest of the monsters we fight. I can feel their hatred towards me. Who's there? Good job. You have almost reached your destination. Did you just walk out of the wall? Killian, what are you doing here? I'm looking after you. I don't want you to fail just because these meager fiends of the Harbinger attack you. These red-eyed beasts belong to the Harbinger? The wicked evil at the heart of the maelstrom stands not idle. He corrupts the aether around him, giving birth to a special kind of monster. And I am the target of the Harbinger as monsters. Hold on a second, I'm gonna take a drink. Excuse me for that. Well, his actual target is Master Gawain. Master has a certain aura about him that the Harbinger follows. And ever since Master Gawain designated you as a successor, that aura has been attached to you. What are you talking about? Don't worry too much. You failed as successor. I have taken over that role now. You better concentrate on the target ahead, the van. Wait! Wait. Damn it, Killian, what does all this mean? Knowing Gawain, he'd rather tell it himself. Let's go. So is there an actual hidden door, or did he... Yeah, he did actually come out of the wall. Excuse me. Oh, guests. Look out for it. We created it, yet we forgot what it looks like and what it was capable of. If we could just remember. Alright. So it wanders these halls, supposedly. Okay. Look out for it. What was my first impression of it? If only I could remember. Yes, that's it. That's it. Scholars have it. Oh, right. We just completed a boss. Let's learn some things, I guess. Hitting an elemental weakness raises the ultra move. Okay, dry strike. Let's do Efreet's song. I don't know what it's going to be weak to. But yeah. Whoop, keep screwing this up. Lend energy, dude. SOS defense up, human killer, machine killer. It sounds like it's going to be ether, or it could be beast. One of those two. Could be ether or beast, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it doesn't sound, based on the one guy saying magical, or agreeing with magical. It sounds like it's going to be beast or ether. It doesn't sound like it's going to be machine. TP cost down for sure. Will help. Gotta stop doing that. All is one. Third eye. Raises damage of next move by 125%, but lowers user's defense and mind by 25%. That sounds great. That sounds insane. Especially considering all of the buffs that we can put on. Save TP. Switch out TP. Soulless, 50% chance to gain no aggro per action. Larynx attack. Heavenly kick. Overtime. Offensive buff, defensive buff, and double step last 3 turns longer. Okay, Starfall. Physical attack consisting of 4 hits, dealing 0.2 times damage. That's really low damage for really high TP. I wonder what the point of that is. Regardless, let's get her regular stats up. First. Raise all. Oh no. Generates 80 TP for self. Okay. Silver lining, switch out HP, SOS status heal, SOS mind up. SOS mind up seems like a part of a very janky build. Probably agility here. He has everything up. Fallen restoration. Inflict debuff for 2 turns. When enemy dies with this debuff, user's TP is fully restored. Physical attack dealing damage based on user's current HP with a potency of 1. Which will... the potency will probably go up. I had to guess. Provoke, lightning rod. Wind slash spreads targets oil, wet, dry, and heavy to all enemies for 3 turns. Interesting. Blocks all magical damage until next turn on themselves. Soldier, getting hit by magic damage. 10 TP for 3 turns on everyone. And you apply that to everyone. Nature's Mirror, Sleep Powder, I don't know right now, dude. With this guy. HP regen does not seem great. Ailment Trap? I never really got into Rob. I never figured him out, and I don't think I really have the will to really try and figure him out now. Crit there, attack here. Is there anything else here that I care about here? Save TP maybe? We're still on the lookout for it. Whatever it is. But I imagine I'll find out fairly soon, because it keeps saving. Piglins, 5 piglins. 5 purple piglet. No, pig ears, sorry. Are they piglins or pig ears? They might be piglin. No, they aren't piglins. What are they called? Oh, I wish I could remember what color it had. Do you remember? Red is fire, blue is water, brown is earth, green is the wind. Oh, we're building the monster. Okay, so it's going to be magical and... Okay, we're building the monster here. The boss. So it's going to be magical. So I think that means it's going to be an ether type. So any ether killers would be great to put on at this point, I think. Red is fire, blue is water, brown is earth, green is the wind. What is wind usually weak to? Water? No. Wind is usually weak to earth. Earth is usually weak to fire, maybe? Water is weak to wind. If we're basing this on the throwables that make them, if you're wet, you're weak to wind. If you're heavy, which would be earth, you're weak to... Sorry, if you're... Yeah, oil is fire, which would be kind of the... Yeah, oil is fire, heavy is earth, dry is water, and wet is wind. So what do we want it to be weak to? Because if it is one element, it's going to be weak to another. How many people do we have that can use water? We'll say red is fire. We'll say red is fire. And then what I'll do is I will put on you. I'll put on here. Instead of cheer, we'll have water strike. And then knowing it's water, we can probably... Water, probably fire isn't worth having here. We'll keep wind on just in case, but I don't think fire is going to be worthwhile. We still have Heaven's Tears, just in case it's randomly weak to something something we weren't expecting. We can have Water Coat, so that everyone is always effective with their physical attacks. I also want to try out that third eye. Since it is blue, I chose red as fire, and I chose magical, which means it's probably going to be weakest to physical, which means physical fire, or physical water, which means Glen, and I think that's it. Well, it could be weak to light or dark or one of those choices, but something like that. I mean, but yeah. For now, that's as prepared I think as I can get That counter mind up. What does he have? Earth attack, counter cure, auto aura, triggers aura for 5 turns at the beginning of battle. Yeah, let's do that. And then he has 33. She has 151, 46, 104. Upgrade the defend. KTB. Which would be good. Which would be good because she does have also the crest block passive, which allows Crest to attack while she's the other thing, but when she blocks, Crest auto attacks. Let's get Wind Gust. Flicks dry, further weak to water. What else do you have here, dude? This guy's always been a mixed bag for me. And I have no idea how Raphael is supposed to work other than his summons. Bathraz, Sienna. He has 115. He can't actually upgrade anything. 245. 249 for the increased drops. Water resistance, water attack, just in case I somehow come up with a strategy that involves him. Not really though. 59 there. 463. Three follows. Ay. Why am I yawning so much, man? I guess it's because I'm talking. Anyway,